You've heard of Disney, Miami, the Keys. But what if I told you Florida hides another side? A darker side. Where ghost towns sit untouched, entire islands have vanished, and the air feels heavy with stories no one ever finished telling. These aren't just abandoned places in Florida, they're warnings. And yes, you can still visit. But should you? Because what you're about to see doesn't feel real. It feels illegal. Today, we're pulling back the veil on 10 of the most forbidden-feeling places in Florida. Secret ghost towns, abandoned locations, and lost communities so strange, so surreal. They'll make you wonder how they've stayed hidden this long. And by the time we're done, you might think twice before trusting your GPS ever again. If you've ever craved something real, not filtered, not commercial, just raw and forgotten, smash that like button right now. Subscribe too, because what you're about to see isn't in any guidebook. This is the Florida they hoped you'd never find. Our journey begins deep in North Florida. 1. Ellaville, the ghost town swallowed by the forest. Hidden in North Florida's backwoods lies a town that once rivaled Tallahassee in ambition. But now, it's only visible if you look hard enough through the trees. This was Ellaville, a booming 1800s timber town built by George Franklin Drew, who later became Florida's 12th governor. Ellaville had steam trains leading into the town, a sawmill empire, mansions by the river, and then all gone. Floods, fire, and the economy buried Ellaville beneath vines and moss. What's left? Ghostly stone foundations, an abandoned bridge to nowhere. Locals say at dawn you can hear the past if the river's quiet enough. Would you walk the ruins of a ghost town alone? Drop a comment, yes or no. And just 1 hour away, a town died even faster, and it left behind stairs that lead to nothing. 2. Centralia, the town the Pines reclaimed. This is Centralia, Florida's forgotten city of sawdust and sweat. In 1910, it had everything. Hotels, saloon, movie theaters, post office, 2,000 people, a city in the woods. But by 1922, it was gone. The trees ran out, and the people vanished overnight. Today, nature's taken over. You can still find the iron heart of the old sawmill, and ghost roads marked only by cracked bricks and the twisted bones of machinery. Some call it the stairs to nowhere. But here's the twist. No one has fully mapped it. This place barely shows up on Google. It's as if Florida wants it forgotten. Would you explore a town the map forgot? Comment yes if you're into off-the-grid history. If yes, you may need an offline GPS hiking app, as cell service is dead out here. I also carry this waterproof field journal to track coordinates of ruins we find. But what if an entire island town was wiped clean in one night? 3. At Sena Odi Key, the town the ocean took just across from Cedar Key, lies a ghost, an island stripped bare by rage. In 1896, a massive hurricane wiped out Sena Odi Key clean off the map. It was a working town, a pencil factory, a dock, families. But that day, a 10-foot wave destroyed it all. Some survivors moved what they could to the mainland, but most never came back. Today you can kayak there, but what you'll find isn't a beach, it's a cemetery. Crumbling mill ruins and silence that presses on your chest. Locals say spirits still walk there, calling for a home that doesn't exist anymore. And when the fog rolls in, you'd swear someone's watching from the trees. For island trips like this, a dry bag and foldable solar phone charger can be lifesavers. See links below. And if that shook you, wait until we explore the town Florida tried to build in the sea. 4. Stiltsville, the floating ghost town of Biscayne Bay. They called it Stiltsville. It's a mile off Miami, floating shacks built in the 30s. A lawless sea village where Miami's elite partied during Prohibition. By the 60s, there were over 24 neon-lit homes on stilts. No roads, no rules, just the sound of the wind. But hurricane after hurricane turned it into a graveyard of wood and salt. Today, just 6 remain, empty. Some say they're still owned. Others believe they're cursed. Subscribe if Florida's secrets give you chills, because what's next isn't just haunted, it's submerged. 5. Cape Romano domes Florida's sunken spaceship. They looked like alien pods rising from the sea. Cape Romano's dome homes were meant to be a futuristic paradise. Concrete domes on a peaceful cape. Solar-powered, storm-resistant, until the Gulf swallowed them whole. Hurricane after hurricane wore them down. And in 2022, Ian finished the job. Today, they lie beneath Gulf waters, visited only by reef fish and brave divers. Divers call it Florida's Atlantis, but some say it was never supposed to stand. A friend who was courageous to go there filmed it with a GoPro dome lens housing. Amazing for half above, half below water shots. Are you still with me? Okay, if sunken homes aren't wild enough, what if I told you Florida once built a city for war, a military town? It was built in secret, and then they buried it? 6. Camp Murphy, the Wutu base they buried. In the 1940s, 20,000 soldiers trained in radar warfare right here in what's now Jonathan Dickinson State Park. Welcome to Camp Murphy. It had hospitals, mess halls, armories, theaters. Now it has bunkers with no doors. And concrete trails that lead straight into the trees. Concrete vaults sit open like tombs. No signs, no guards. Just you and history. And the silence out here? It's louder than a lion. The government dismantled the camp after the war, but never really cleaned it up. It's a jungle now with military ghosts underfoot. Hit the bell if you want more Florida mysteries, because we're heading to a town built by a utopian cult. 7. Creation Unity. Florida's Hollow Earth Utopia. In 1894, Dr. Cyrus Teed, a self-proclaimed messiah, believed the earth was hollow and convinced 200 people to follow him into the Florida wilderness. This was the Creation Unity Settlement, a utopian commune with gardens, sawmills, and an orchestra. They enforced celibacy, built their own court, and waited for immortality. But the immortality they chased never came. When their leader died, so did the dream. Now only moss-covered houses and eerie silence remain. Would you spend a night in a cult's abandoned town? Leave your comments below. For exploring shaded ruins, I recommend a portable infrared flashlight. Great for checking interiors and catching wildlife movement. Next up, a hidden city of the dead beneath the sea. 8. Neptune Memorial Reef, Atlantis of the Dead. This isn't fiction. Just off Key Biscayne lies Neptune Memorial Reef, an underwater cemetery shaped like a sunken kingdom. Here, cremated ashes are mixed with concrete and turned into statues. Fish live among the dead. Divers swim through coral-covered archways engraved with names. The sea has become a sanctuary. And yes, you can visit. It's haunting. It's beautiful, tragic, surreal. And it reminds us that even death has a second life in Florida. Which of today's spots would you dare explore? Tell us below. And don't leave yet, because we've saved the 2 most haunted for last. 9. Bellamy Bridge, where the ghost bride still walks. She burned to death on her wedding night, or so the legend says. Now they say Elizabeth Bellamy walks the wetlands near this rusted bridge, weeping, searching. Locals call it Florida's most haunted spot. And the trail leading there? Only open during the day. But if you go at dusk and stand on the bridge, you might hear splashing beneath the water and a woman's cry that isn't quite human. For night hikes, I use a red light headlamp, keeps night vision intact and doesn't spook wildlife or spirits. 10. Wakulla's Smoking Swamp, the volcano. That wasn't for decades in the 1800s. Strange smoke rose from deep in Wakulla Swamp. Locals thought it was a volcano. Others feared it was something darker. Then in 1886, an earthquake hit, and the smoke stopped. Forever! No one ever found the source. Some believe it was the earth itself trying to speak. Others say it still burns beneath the black water. Florida isn't just beaches. It's battlefields, cemeteries, ruins. These aren't places you visit. These are places that visit you. They linger. They whisper. What's hidden reveals what we've forgotten. They remind us that Florida isn't a postcard. It's a puzzle, half buried, half breathing. And maybe, just maybe, what makes a place feel illegal isn't danger. It's that it's too sacred to be popular. And maybe that's the real treasure. Like if your heart raced during any of these reveals. Drop your favorite hidden place, or one you know that should have made the list. Subscribe, because in our next expose is going to be epic. Hit that bell so you'll be notified when it comes out. See you in the next video.